Okay, filling up in Sweden for the first time is 22.41 a litre. Let's see how much this is. We love Sweden. It's a beautiful country. And yesterday the weather was terrible. Today it is blue skies and beautiful. A little fresh in the air, a little nip in the air, but beautiful.
I love how dry it is. The blue sky is just stunning.
Right, we've got 67 litres in this, and it was 1,500 Swedish krona, which worked out to be £116 and 14 pence.
You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
They have space, but only for one night.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, it looks like a ghost town here, but they are fully booked. Let's have a see what the costing was. It's £41 and 42 pence, which is 535 krona for the one night. And I've also booked the laundry for 2 hours. You've got to book the laundry room for 2 hours. And that was £8.52. So you've got the laundry from 5 till 7. We've got the laundry 5 till 7. But we've got to be off the pitch by 11 in the morning. And they don't have any room for us tomorrow, although he did say check in the morning, there may be a cancellation. So I don't need the plug-in electric, but I feel I've paid for it, so I'm going to. But I will say I need my adapter. I ain't used that for a little while. But yeah, the 2-pin Euro adapter. Don't forget to pack one of them if you're coming over to Europe.
Come on, I'll take you for the laundry. So the laundry system here seems to be a little different to any we've seen on any of the campsites. You rent the room for multiples of an hour or so. I thought originally that our key card to get us through the gates and into the bathrooms would work here, but it's not. We had to go to reception, but Anton didn't tell us that at the time. I had to go to reception to get a second card. I'm in. I've loaded up 2 washing machines. The dark one's kind of full, but it'll be fine. 37 minutes. Oh, and he loaded us up for 3 hours instead of 2 because he didn't tell us that we needed the second card. So that's nice. 3 hours of washing. Yay. Right, there's 2 loads on so far. I will be back in 37 minutes to see how we're doing. Well, the boys are off playing and Steve is off doing whatever it is that Steve does when we first get onto a campsite. I'm going to turn the travelling seats into our lounge. There we go. So much quicker and easier when they're not here helping. How amazing was the timing on that? I came back and one is finished and one's got 1 minute left. I didn't even pay attention to what time it was when I left. And now once again to play the what can be tumble dried game. This might take a while. Everything's come out ridiculously clean. Like the whites are really white. Might be the lighting in here, but they're really light. All-in-one tablets again for the win. I've just rewashed someone else's towel. Okay, so I've got a third load of washing in and I've got 2 tumble dryers going. Now, in one of the tumble dryers is the stuff that I just want to give 10 minutes, which I hope will be enough to get rid of the creases without shrinking it. And in the other one, I've got the pants and the socks, which I know will take a beating, and they'll take all the heat we can throw at it. That is 2 loads of washing, completely washed, dried, and ready to put away in just over an hour and a quarter. And there's 1 more load that I've moved from the washing machine. I had to check them where it was moving from the washing machine up to the tumble dryer. So that'll be ready in about 20 minutes, I reckon. It is super fast. Hopefully I've not shrunk too much of anything. I'm worried about a couple of George's t-shirts. Should be fine. Ooh, I'm looking a little bit warm with the laundry and then the cooking. So I thought I'd just run you through a couple of new things that I've been using in my kitchen. So this is an oil squirty bottle thing that I bought from Facebook. I was very much in the impulse buying mood. It's really good because I find if you use oil, the outside of the bottle tends to get a bit sticky, or you can knock it over and then it runs. So using this has been brilliant. Just a squirty one. You can either do a big squirt or a fine mist. So I like that. We have a curry on.
and some rice cooking.
And the curry is one of the Pono people curry mixes that we bought at the NEC. We've been buying from them since they were Mighty Spice. They're going through a transition at the moment, rebranding. This is their tikka masala, and it always goes down really, really well. And we've had a few comments about our knives. People have been asking, is it safe? They have never fallen off yet. That is an IKEA metallic strip, and then IKEA knives as well. Been brilliant.
Good morning. Wow, I did not feel too well last night. So I hope Lindsay looked after you and took you to do the washing and what have you. Some of you that will go on a campsite for a week or two are probably getting real anxious the way we just do 1 night here, 1 night there, 2 nights there. It's the way we like to do it, you know, it's the adventuring way, keep moving on, keep the kettle boiling. But this campsite's been great. We've been here less than 24 hours, 3 loads of washing through there, all through the showers, all freshened up, filled the water, and we're ready to move on. Now, they didn't have room for us for 2 nights here, only had room for 1 night. There is a place just up the way there, not far away at all, but I've just checked, and an Uber into town is going to cost us £36. So that'll be £72 to get us there and back. Not going to pay that. Instead, we're going to drive into town and see if we can find somewhere to park in Gothenburg. Hey, good looking.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. All right?
I'm much better. I forgot to bring my conditioner, or I brought it and I left it somewhere. I don't know. So the last time or 2 that I've washed my hair, I've not been happy with it, but it feels soft and silky because I bought some conditioner.
Cool.
And it's sitting better as well now.
Right.
Thank you.
Ready to explore Gothenburg?
Definitely. I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited. We're going to hit the old town, aren't we?
That's the idea, yes.
Yes.
Right, let's check out this campsite.
Okay. And see if we can maybe stay another night.
We'll
Come
ask
back.
if there's been any cancellations. Eh?
Yeah, George has had the best time. He loved playing out last night. He found kids his own age to play with.
Right.
So he's a happy boy.
Whilst I'm here, look, this is a Swift Toscane, which I understand is a European version of the kon-tiki. There it is. It's even got the steering wheel on the wrong side and the door on the wrong side. But lovely guy that owns it. He did tell me, actually, that since the pandemic, there's not been any Swift dealers in Sweden. So he's been trying to get some parts and he can't. So there we are. Hopefully Swift will come back to Sweden now the pandemic's gone. Honey, I've just checked and they've got space for us for tonight as well. We can actually stay on this pitch.
Brilliant, because both Harry and George have said this is a fantastic campsite. They love it.
Now, she said parking in town is probably a no-no with our 9-metre van.
That's unusual.
So she's recommended the tram, and I've checked, and it's 153 sec, which is about 12 quid.
I was going to say 153 sounds a lot, but actually 12
No,
is not so much. For
absolutely.
the 5 of us, that's really good, isn't it?
So, and it'll be an adventure.
And it'll be an adventure. We like an adventure, don't we?
Right, let's do it.
Yes. Cool. I'm going to turn the seats, travelling seats, back into sofas now, and then it'll be more comfortable when we get back.
And look, there's a little mini golf course right at the entrance to the campsite.
I've not been on a tram in years. Like proper years. I think the last time was Vienna, when my aunt and uncle were living there. So that's 20 years ago. The boys went on one in Dusseldorf though, didn't they?
Yes.
For less than £12, we've got into the heart of Gothenburg, and it took about 10 minutes on the tram. So let me tell you about where we are now. We're in Haga, which is an old part of Gothenburg. It's probably the old part. It was the workers' area in the 19th century. Now it's famous for its wooden buildings. It's got really cosy cafes like this, and some really quirky shops as well. We've just had lunch. I had another prawn sandwich, and I might be a little bit addicted to them because it's just delicious. And there's been some lasagna and jacket potatoes with a Thai chicken topping as well. I may have had a glass of wine. So over the next half hour, you're going to see me go redder and redder, and then I'll probably want to go to sleep. But we're going to go and explore a little bit more because this is a very, very beautiful area. There's a queue outside this cafe, and I think it's because of the cinnamon buns. Look behind me. They're massive. They're bigger than our heads. Don't know if anyone else remembers the Moomins from when they were growing up, but they absolutely terrified me, and I don't really know why. Scary things. What a beautiful day for a wander around Gothenburg. I love it. It's so pretty.
Hey,
This is fun, George.
well, I can tell I'm not on it.
Do you want to get on and I'll push you?
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time.
The architecture here looks beautiful, doesn't it? Reminds you of Austria.
Yeah, it does, with the tall buildings and the pointy bits at the top.
Right, it's beautiful.
Very Habsburg.
Beautiful. From the park, we could hear chanting and music going on, so we decided to follow the music and take a look. And we turned the corner and found these police cars were blocking the road as there was an Iranian march going on.
All around Gothenburg there are references to Poseidon, and there's even a Poseidon statue just at the top of this road. And George and I were just talking about how strange it is that Poseidon is important to the people of Gothenburg, because Poseidon is a Greek god, not a Norse god. So what it comes down to is the fact that there is no Norse god of water and oceans and rivers. So Poseidon was kind of adopted by the Gothenburg people, and they pray to him because this is such a port city. They pray to him that their ships go out safely and they come back safely. We've crossed the river and we found the market hall. This was Ed's suggestion, he found it. It reminds me of the Victorian markets in northern England, but less pork pie and more artisan bakery. Of course, we've had to buy cinnamon buns to take back to the van with a nice coffee. It was interesting earlier when we saw the Iranian protests. They were a group of Iranians who are living here in Sweden. We spoke to some of them, and they are protesting for women's rights. Obviously, there's been big changes happening recently. They're protesting for a hip-hop artist who has been kidnapped by the secret services, and they're protesting for the end of executions in Iran. I could get behind those causes. And there we go, number 5 tram has taken us to and from the centre of Gothenburg. We're about a 3-minute walk from our campsite. It's been pretty smooth really, 10 minutes each way.
It's like 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we had a lovely walk around Gothenburg earlier, but we've come back and enjoyed a little bit of the sun before it's gone behind the trees there. So it's getting a little bit cold now, but first out in for the deck chairs. Well, the kids have gone off playing, and we're going to catch up with a bit of YouTube that we ain't watched for a while.
Yeah, we never watch as much when we're away, do we?
No, we don't, do we? So what do we fancy? What do we fancy?
Endless Adventure.
Endless Adventure. There you go, the Endless Adventures. It's an American couple, and they've got an old RV.
In this RV.
Called Clementine, and she's gorgeous.
Oh no, what else is going wrong?
Right, I'm going to watch Cara and Nate now. I'm sure you guys know who Cara and Nate are, but another great YouTube couple that we love watching.
That's the interesting thing about this trip as well, because we're in Scandinavia and it's early in the year, it gets dark here and it's cold outside, so we sat outside for a little while and enjoyed the last of the sunshine. But it's a snuggle up and enjoy kind of thing. Although I have no idea where the kids are.
They've been gone for about 2 hours.
They are not snuggling up and enjoying.
And it's gone 9 o'clock, so better go hunting George down for bed, really.
He stayed out a bit later last night.
He's on holiday. No school in the morning. Anyway, we'll catch you guys in the morning.
This campsite is gorgeous and it's only a 10-minute tram ride into the centre of town. We found the trams really cheap and quick and easy to use, so that was perfect for a city break in Gothenburg. Besides plenty of touring pitches, there are little huts and also group living facilities too. It's been lovely in spring, but I can imagine in summer it will be absolutely glorious. 500 metres in that direction you can go and swim in the local lake. The Scandinavian campsites we're finding aren't just family friendly, they're family focused. They've all got great parks and they're even lit up at night to encourage children to keep playing into the evenings. Access to all the facilities is via key card, so it's nice and safe. Last summer when we stayed at Camping Crook, there were dishwashers, but they'd all been switched off. They're working. The boys will tell you it has been wonderful to have working dishwashers while we've been here. I don't think it's just because of the weather, but once again, this Scandinavian campsite has got a full kitchen that you can use. It's brilliant. We've seen people using these. We've also seen people in the evening, so it's quite cold in the evenings at the moment, cooking outside and using their barbecues too. So there's plenty of options. Once again, at this stop, we've been absolutely so lucky with the weather again. I cannot recommend Scandinavia enough in spring. It is beautiful and it's a perfect exploring temperature. Now though, it's time to head a little bit further south. We're going back into Denmark.
Move for me, move for me, move for me, yeah.